Okay, so I started recording this episode, and then I got fucked because OBS just crashed. Hopefully that will not happen again. So yeah, we're up on the road with the fog, and it's a lot more foggy than the original game was. Looking at my capture preview, it is slightly better, but that one is delayed, so I can't really use it. I feel like I need to just go get defog, because this does not seem possible. Like, not at all. This is actually horrible. What did like an undefogged area look like in the original Diamond Pro? Because I don't recall it being this bad. And for a game that, like, again, I've said this before, but for a game that, like, pushes all excuses to the side, or all criticism to the side with it's a faithful remake, suddenly a lot of things seem to be changed, don't they? Pokemon Diamond Pearl defog routes. Let's see. I don't think it looked anywhere near this obscured. I'm only getting the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl screenshots at the moment, so that's not particularly helpful. But it definitely seems like this is way, way, way worse than it was ever had before. So, I might have to just go out and I'm gonna have to go get defog, because this is ridiculous. This is honestly this just no. So Pokemon Brilliant Diamonds defog. Well, we need to get like defog for an upcoming cave anyway, because if this is what defogging or like fog looks like in this game to begin with, that is just insanity. It wasn't a great marsh. You know what? We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going. We're going to probably miss a lot of attacks as a result of that. But I cannot be fucking arsed to go back to Pastoria City. I've gone through this route a million times before. I will be fine. So the things that I talked about in the start of the recording before I got fucked and OBS crashed were mostly to do with the fact that we're in the part of the game where things start picking up a little bit of pace right now. We will be going to the Cyrus fight today, then the 5th gym in the next episode. Episode after that likely will just be the 6th gym. Then we'll do all the lakes, hopefully within one episode. 7th gym, and that means that a week from now we should be in Mount Connaught fighting Dialga. Is maybe a little more than a week, but 2 weeks from now I'm expecting to be at the Elite Four, because we're uploading 4 videos a week, and it's going to be like 5 or 6 episodes before we are at Dialga, and then from there I imagine it's only like 3 or 4 more episodes until we have beaten the Elite Four. Will I be continuing this Let's Play after the Elite Four? Unlikely. I'll just play through the main game, and all the post game I'll just do on my own time, because I don't think it's particularly interesting to do that in the Let's Play. And also, uploading 7 videos a week is rough. Like, it's honestly kind of rough. So I'm gonna go back to the 3 uploads a week after this. Downside to all that will be that, you know what? You fucking know what? Sure. I have this thing anyway, so I might as fucking well, right? That's Pastoria City. Let's go there. Let's get defog, because I can't be fucked to deal with any of this. At least it's not a flying Bidoof. That's something. It's a Staraptor, which, again, is a thing that I don't have, but sure. At least I actually have the Bidoof, right? Okay, let's go back into the Great Marsh, pay 500 more Pokédolls. I have almost 100 grand, but even then, I'm cheap. Just to get defog. Because this bitch... Get your defog. Am I going to give it to any of my Pokemon? Hell the fuck no. It's a horrible move. What does it do? It lowers... It doesn't lower accuracy. That's the opposite of what it does. It clears fog away, in the overworld. That much I know. But what does it do in battle? I don't actually remember. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no clue. So let's try this again with me being able to see, well, literally anything, really. Because, again, it is kind of a whole lot of bullshit. That's the wrong button. I keep doing that. I wanted to use that button. I thought you were going to fight me. Okay, so no, honestly, this is what things look like over here, which is fine. This is technically not a separate route, so I'm not going to count this as a separate encounter, even though I think it has a higher level than the Pokemon from before. No, it does actually have the same level, so I couldn't have called it anyway. Even if I hadn't said that, I wouldn't. You really need to just interrupt me like that. I'm trying to form a coherent thought, which is difficult enough as is because I'm an idiot. And you just interrupt me. You had to do that. Hold on, that's how we can just do normal walking. If you use the D-pad rather than the analog stick, you do actually just like have a default where you walk and then press or hold B to run. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That's the original controls. I'm going to stick with the analog stick, even though the fucking Joy-Con analog stick is horrible. Okay, so look at this, right? Gone. That is fucking insane. At least we got defog, so let's use the analog stick for that. One thing that I figured out while playing this in my own time a little bit is that this game is kind of BS in some ways, because you would assume that a lot of functionality, like switching out Pokemon in your team or doing the well, it's not the Pokénav, is it? What is the I think it's called the Pokénav. That thing, right? Doing that. I could have just walked left, is what you're telling me. Okay. It doesn't actually work with the touchscreen. A lot of functionality that you would assume works with the touchscreen. Not even Underground, which was originally a gimmick that was like made for the touchscreen, doesn't work with the Switch's touchscreen. What the actual fuck? Who thought it was a good idea not to implement touch controls? I honestly don't know how they came to the decision not to do that. Other than they didn't come to the decision to do it, which, again, I complain about this a lot, I am aware. But they keep saying that they made such a authentic remake of a DS game, but they didn't implement touch controls for, like, literally anything. The fuck? Anyway, how's you guys' week been? I just did not kill the Grottle. I don't know if the Burn will kill it at this range. It seems like it might, but it might also just live with 1 HP. It lives with more than 1 HP, never mind. I always think that Burn and Poison will deal more damage than they actually do. Unless it's on my own Pokemon, in which case I'm... Okay, let's get into this. I would very much like somebody, if they know that this is actually the case, to confirm this, because I've had this sneaking suspicion for a while that a thing that a lot of games do, that Pokemon also does a version of this, and that is that the enemy HP does not display in a linear way. Now, what I mean by that is if you go into no. If you go into your Pokemon menu real quick, right? You can see these HP bars. This Pokemon has 84 HP. So every HP loss is 1/84th the way of this bar going down. That's a linear that's a linear progression. I am convinced that enemy Pokemon do not do this. I am convinced that the first couple of HP for enemy Pokemon specifically, not for your own, but for enemy Pokemon, take away way more of the HP bar compared to the last few HP. I feel like the last, like, 10% of HP is in, like, the last 25% of the bar. Something like that, right? So it's kind of like a logarithmic scale at which that decreases. I have not found evidence of this yet, mostly because I haven't looked, to be honest. But I'm 99% sure that this is the case, because it really does feel like, and I don't know when this started, if this is actually the case, but it really does feel like the first, like, half of an HP bar goes down a lot easier than the second half. Like, if you one-shot them, it doesn't matter, right? At all, because everything just goes down to 0 anyway. But that is all to say that when you have a 100 Pokemon or 100 HP Pokemon, I should have switched out there. This Onix, for instance, assuming that it has 100 HP, I am somewhat convinced still. I know I've said the word convinced a lot here. That when it's at 25% of its HP bar, it's got less than 25 HP left. Does that make sense? Is it the other way around? Does it have more than 25 HP left? I think it's got more than 25 HP left when it's 25% the way down. Do I have any evidence for this other than anecdotal, just it feels like that? No. Of course I don't. That's why I need anybody watching this to either confirm or deny that. See, okay, so we're now at a range where we only have a little bit of HP left. Like, this is probably like 5% of the entire HP bar. I wouldn't be surprised if Onix still has 10% of his HP. I might be becoming absolutely paranoid. It's also maybe probably because the last little bits seem to go down slower. But that's probably just me going absolutely paranoid. This entire thing is probably me just being paranoid. I understand. But I know this is a technique that in a lot of different ways gets used in game design and game development. Mostly to your benefit, right? It's mostly where you yourself have 100 HP, for instance, but it doesn't show the number of HP, it only shows the bar. And the first 3/4 of the bar drop down very, very quickly, but then the last 25% of that same bar pretty much carry you just as far as that first 3/4. Just because it doesn't linearly take away from the visual indication of your HP. Sometimes it doesn't linearly take away from the HP itself, but at that point it's more of a mechanic than like a lie, which is honestly like once you dive into the kind of lies game developers put into the games to make it feel fair, if you just make a game that's actually fair, it feels really unfair. It's a very interesting phenomenon to study. But being on the lookout for that kind of thing, it kind of makes you paranoid where sometimes you're starting to see these things in places where they're probably not implemented, because what would be the upside, right? What would be the upside of doing that to the... Well, I can actually think of a few. It can make the game feel more difficult than it is. But I don't think that's necessarily a good thing in this case, because it'll make it feel a lot more unfair. Because if you're 50% the way down, finally you're evolving. If you're 50% through an HP bar and you use the same attack again and it doesn't kill the Pokemon, that feels unfair. And I'm thinking about it, that doesn't end up happening all that much. It probably is just me being a salty bitch. But I still can't help but feel that there is some level of that going on. Fucking Shadow Punch, yes thanks, I need that. I need that a lot more than Confuse Ray, that's for goddamn sure. So I don't know, I was actually planning on recording these 2 episodes back to back. The issue is, I kind of want to have a Gengar for for the next gym. And if I record these back to back, I don't have time to evolve my Haunter into a Gengar. So, what do? I'm probably just going to still record them back to back and use a Haunter instead. Because the spot that Haunter has right now, that will be a Gengar eventually, maybe, will probably be filled by a different Pokemon soon anyway. So, do I really need to evolve it into a Gengar if it's going to get replaced anyway? Because I've got my Alakazam, and Alakazam, like Justin, is staying on the team no matter what. So in that regard, we will be absolutely fantastic. Ralph is also about to evolve, which means I actually have to do some editing for this video. Well, I actually have to do some editing anyway, because we just had an evolution. But Ralph should, maybe after this Noctowl even, that would be kind of neat. It's probably going to take more than one Noctowl to level it up again. I think it's level 36, right? Sometimes starters evolve at like 1 or 2 levels lower or higher. In some cases, but usually they're level 36. And it's level 36. Okay. So one more level. We can probably beat the shit out of this old man. And level up, evolve, and be ready for the Cyrus fight. That's coming up in a little bit. So that you start with okay, we definitely can beat up this old man because you start with a water type. I've got bad news for you, buddy. I still need Crunch. I don't know when Luxray gets Crunch. I know he does get it. She does get it in my case, actually. I'm actually going to look this up real quick as we go along. No, that's absolutely wrong. Luxray learn sets. Brilliant Diamond Pearl. Wait, what did I just say? Brilliant Diamond Pearl. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, that is. Close enough. Girafarig, we can switch out for that into Ralph, that's not a problem. Okay, let's see. You have evolution chart, I don't care. Moves learned by level up. Okay, that's, we're not gonna make that before the next gym. Luxray learns Crunch at level 56. Which is quite a while away. So that's not going to happen. That means that we're going to be stuck with Bite, mostly for the upcoming gym battle against Fantina. We've got Bite and Shadow Punch. Those are the only... Payback, I guess, but that requires me to actually survive a move, I think. Or does Payback... Is Payback like Retaliate or like Counter? I can never remember. I think it might be... a Dark Type Retaliate and not a Dark Type Counter. In which case, we can just let something die and have a Dark Type move. Machoke. I'm gonna stay in because I'm at +2, and it feels very wasteful. Also, Ralph just needs the experience to level up. That's... don't think that way. Because experience mechanics are fucking broken, so it doesn't fucking matter. But a Flame Wheel will still murder the Machoke, no problem, because... Again, I'm at +2, it's Stab, I'm like 10 levels higher. So, bye-bye Machoke. Never to be seen again. And still did not level up. It's a bit of a shame. Am I going to go for an encounter here? I honestly just don't care. I feel like we have a team that works. It does more than just work, actually. We have a pretty gosh darn good team. So, maybe we'll get a snow run or something if we get lucky with that encounter. But other than that, I think we're just going to keep this team until we get Dialga. And we have to actually take out a Team Galactic Grand True. So maybe we can get the evolution before the Cyrus fight. I think this might actually push us over the edge to evolve. Depending on his team, which is beautiful, and I am presuming that Dustox. Which, that's a-okay with me, because I have... Yeah, you're very excited, I am aware. I have an electric type here, so I'm going to T-ball you, and your Beautifly is going to explode. Because that's what they do when they get zapped. They fucking die. And then you're going to send out another flying type, and Ralph's not going to level up. Holy and Haunter are leveling up. I have no idea when Holy is going to evolve. Oh, next up we have a Krogunk, actually. Yeah, you still... A Playrough will... Oh, but poison typing! I remembered before the actual attack happened this time. That's the start. And I remember that Playrough will be super effective against the fighting types. I'm learning Fairy type. It's almost been 10 years, but I'm starting to learn Fairy type. And Revenge is not going to do too much, right? No, Revenge it's fine. So Krogunk is dead. That might actually probably... sorry, hitting the microphone. Probably give more experience than... No, it actually gives less. How does a Krogunk give less experience than a fucking Beautifly? I mean, I know that Beautifly is fully evolved and Krogunk isn't. Oh, and Holy is evolving. There we go. We're getting a Dragon type. Oh, now that I say that, actually, yeah, when we get Dialga, we're probably going to get rid of Holy. I'm now realizing. That's Dragon typing. We don't need 2 Dragon types. So we'll probably want a different flying type. That's a very good point. Had not considered that yet. We don't need Cotton Card at all. Then what do we want for a flying type in the place of Ghastly when we get to that point? Because I kind of don't want it to be Staraptor. Staraptor will be fine, don't get me wrong. But do we have any other options? We could go for Chatot. But for some reason, I kind of feel like we shouldn't. Is there any other flying types around that we can get? I don't think there is. I really don't think there is. I mean, we've got the legendary birds and stuff like that, but that's all post-game. Which, again, that's after the Let's Play, so that's not really going to matter. Then we also... I mean, I guess we Ghost Raptor. Or we just go 2 Dragon types and we just have our Dragon Steel and our Dragon Flying both. That also kind of works. And that gives us Rock Smash, right? Surf! Wait, do we already have Rock Smash? Is there no Cyrus fight in Diamond and Pearl? There's no Cyrus fight in Diamond and Pearl. Okay. Oh, hello Cyrus. Maybe the Cyrus fight is outside in Diamond and Pearl? Is it? No, Diamond and Pearl just does not have a Cyrus fight here. Okay, I guess that means that this is a short episode, because I will not be able to do the entire Hardhome City gym in the next 6 minutes. So what we'll be doing instead is I will be... What will we do instead? It's a very good question. We are not quite in shape as far as levels go, I think. So maybe I'll do a little bit of grinding. What levels are we looking at here? Hardhome City. I'm assuming the levels are still the same. But I'm going to look up specifically for Brilliant Diamonds. Just in case they are slightly different. Level 36 is the Ace Pokemon. That's Miss Magius. So we can probably take that relatively easily. I mean... Yeah, well, this shouldn't be a problem, actually, because we've got a Drifblim at level 32, which we can Thunderbolt. We've got the Gengar at level 34, which we can Psychic. And then Miss Maggie is the only real issue there? We'll probably be fine, honestly. Let's just go in. Yeah, let's just go in. I don't remember the gym puzzle in Diamond and Pearl here. If there even is one. I only remember the Platinum one because it's actually good. I think we can avoid most fights here, actually, if we... What is 3 plus 5 plus 7? Really? You're making me do math? I mean, it's 15. But this is the gym puzzle. It's math. Yeah, I don't need to read the fact that I was right. Okay, so we can skip the gym trainers and just go straight to Fantina. That's great. What is 12 plus 28? That'd be 40. This is going to be really embarrassing if I get one wrong. I better fucking not. Oh, you can count on me getting something wrong. You count... Oh, that's so funny. What's 3 times 13? That's 39. That's actually a really easy one. Like, for a moment I was like, oh no, they're going to make me multiply. But no, that was still easy. What's the first room's answer? That was 15. I'm not actually an idiot. And there we have Fantina. Okay, yeah. This is why I don't remember the Diamond and Pearl puzzle. Because it fucking sucks. It's actually the worst. It's really fucking bad. Yeah, I remember why I prefer the Platinum one now. Anyway, let's just murder Fantina real quick so that we have... we're on pace. We're over pace for what I expected this Let's Play to be like. And this is actually a very, very neat arena. I like this arena. Am I leading with the right Pokemon? I am. Okay, so Thunderbolt this one. Psychic the other one, and then we might have a teeny tiny bit of trouble, and we'll probably have an evolution after this, actually. Why did I not Thunderbolt? I literally said Thunderbolt this one, Psychic the next one, and then we have trouble, and I used Bite. I'm still gonna do it. Wow. That is a lot of damage. Strength Sap? You can Strength Sap me, that's not a problem, because I'm not going to be using Bite anymore. I made that mistake. Now my attack fell, you have some HP back, but this attack is going to be much more powerful, and not use my physical attack at all, so bye-bye Driftblim. It's been very nice knowing you, not really. And now we still don't have Rav at level 36. It's going to take a while. Next up we have Gengar, we switch it into Justin. We just Psychic Gengar to death in one hit, unless he outspeeds us, which could actually be the case. If you like outspeed us and hit us with a super effective move, we might be in a bit of trouble. Yeah, we probably will be in a bit of trouble if that actually happens, so hopefully, yeah, you probably outspeed. We don't! Okay, we outspeed you! Bye-bye Gengar! I mean... Sure, disable my Psychic. I'm not going to use it against the next Pokemon anyway. Am I going to use Haunter? I don't think that I'm going to use Haunter, really. Ralph wants to learn Close Combat. I actually think... I guess it's better than Scratch, but I don't think I'll actually be using it. Then again, in combination with Power Punch, that could be interesting. We can Power Punch twice, then use Close Combat, be at a minus defense, but still at a neutral attack, because it's in a harshly... Now, it drops 2 stats, so it probably just drops them by 1 stage. Let's go for Sparky. So we can Power Punch, Close Combat, and be at neutral attack after that. Minus defense, again. Yeah, I know. But I think that could be an interesting little quirk there. So let's do that. I like those stickers you've got there. Those particle effects. I do like those. I'm honestly wondering if Thunderbolt wouldn't deal more damage even though Bite is super effective. Holy shit! Okay, you're definitely going to heal. So let's just use Spark. Just see how much Spark deals. Because it's probably still going to be like half HP, right? It's almost as much as the super effective bike. That's kind of sad, honestly. I swear to God, Luxray, if you hit yourself, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to select the same attack next turn, I suppose. But that doesn't matter, because we win. Again, we switched whole our team around, like 2 gyms ago. We're still not quite leveled up with those team members. We didn't need them in this fight, that does help. But these gyms are easy. We've only had trouble with 1 gym so far, really. And we get an evolution. We've only had trouble with the 3rd gym with Merlin so far. And that's because Lucario is a bulky son of a bitch. And also, I think Drain Punch has been significantly buffed since the original release of Diamond and Pearl. Because I don't remember Drain Punch being this powerful. Did Drain Punch even exist in Gen 4? Surely it must have. But I don't remember it being that powerful. So that's the 5th gym badge. Welcome to the collection. It's literally been 1 episode since the last one, and the next episode, guess what we're doing? We're getting the next gym badge. So, yeah, this is actually going very, very quickly. And we got some TM65, which is Shadow Claw. Might give that to Gengar. Wait, do we have a quicker way out of this? Nope. And Blood and Mewtwo, everything about this gym in the Diamond Pearl version fucking sucks. That being said, if I just go in here, do I get reset back to the start? No. No, I do not. If I go through 1 door here, will I just go back to the start, or do I need to go back through all these rooms? Because I really kind of... Yeah, I have to go back through all these rooms. Because that's fun. Like, at least make the gym leader room just exit back to the start of the gym. You don't have to make every single one of these doors exit to the start of the gym. But at least the gym leader room would be kind of nice if you just, like, didn't have to walk all the way back this way. It doesn't matter that much, I'm aware. Cynthia! I'm actually kind of in the middle of ending an episode here, so if you could not, that would be fucking amazing. Team Galactic, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait a second. Do we have to do Failstone first? No, we definitely go to the 6th gym. So we're going to do that. And that means that we're actually making a lot of progress very, very quickly here. So we'll be doing that next time.